is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night. Morning Meditations with C.J. Marshall.
Good morning. There is a perfect union that God has made. It started all the way back in Eden and it continues to the church age. And that is the union of marriage where one man and one woman are joined together in the presence of God to live out the rest of their days together. And in First Corinthians chapter 7, that's exactly what Paul is addressing. And we're going to take this section by section and kind of get the gist of what Paul is saying here. Verse 1 and 2, it is good for a man not to have sexual relations with a woman, but because of the temptation to sexual immorality, each man should have his own wife and each woman her own husband. And so he says in the previous letter, verse 1 talks about the things that he's previously written. This is a letter that we do not have. He says that each man should have his own wife. And he said before that it is good to just stay celibate. Don't have sexual relations. But even Jesus recognizes that not all people can accept this. And then he gives the rules for marriage. And that's what Paul does here. And he says the wife does not have authority over her own body, it belongs to her husband. Verse 4, and that goes the same with the wife, the husband. The husband doesn't have authority over his own body, it belongs to the wife. And he says, basically, if you're going to take a break from the sexual aspect of marriage, take a break for a period of time, but come back together so that you're not depriving one another of that experience. See, we have this idea that sex is bad. Yes, outside of marriage, it is dangerous, it is sinful, but God created sex to be a good thing between a male and a female for life. And Paul says if you make a mutual consent to stop it, come back together. Don't deprive each other so that you're not led to be tempted by somebody else. Then he talks the widow in verses 8 and 9. And he says the widow is better for them to remain single, and he says in verse 9, but if they cannot exercise self-control, then they should marry. And then he talks about verse 12, To the rest I say, not I, but the Lord, that if a brother has a wife who is an unbeliever, and she consents to live with him, he should not divorce her. So now he's talking about what if your spouse, what if your wife is an unbeliever? Well, don't divorce her, stay married. If any woman has a husband is an unbeliever and he agrees to stay with her, uh she should not divorce him. And so, but if the unbelieving partner wishes to separate, they can. For how do you know, wife, verse 16, whether you will save your husband, or how do you know, husband, whether you shall save your wife? And so, Paul gives some plain teachings about marriage here and about the holiness of marriage and how the unbelieving and versus the believing marriages, how they work. It's a complicated thing, but they can work and it'll be for God's glory. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Morning Meditations. May we always be like the psalmist that says, "Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day." I'll see you next time. God bless.
Morning meditations, oh how I love thy law, it is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night.